Religion helped give a social order to the empire. Romans saw themselves as religious, but Christians would come to prove themselves as devoted to their religion by volunteering for the ultimate sacrifice. Romans saw Christianity as a form of atheism. Diocletian became emperor in 284 and began to do what he saw as repairing the Roman Empire. He divided the Roman Empire into two areas of ruling, the East and West. The West was ruled by Maximian and Constantius. Diocletian and Galerius ruled the East. Diocletian began making reforms for the East Empire. He divided the empire in an attempt to make smaller, more manageable units. To help with inflation, he set price limits. And to help with taxes, he set an annual budget and changed the currency. Some reforms failed, but his most well-known reform was his attempts to eliminate Christianity. Christianity became a threat to Diocletian's power, so he ordered persecutions of Christians to begin. They started small but soon became empire-wide to truly deal with the issue. The system they used to verify who was a Christian and who wasn't was a system of certificates. Everyone in the Roman Empire was expected to give an offering of incense at the altar. Their certificate was signed by a Roman official saying they made their offering to Roman gods by leaving an offering of incense at the altar. Incense is a substance that produces a sweet odor when burned and is supposed to enhance mood. Government officials used force to round up Christians. To avoid being persecuted, bishops, leaders of churches, forged certificates in hopes to survive the roundups. Diocletian ordered churches and scriptures to be destroyed, but this didn't end Christians' commitment to their religion. Some Christians owned their religion and devoted their lives to their religion. This was shown by the people who volunteered to be persecuted, becoming known as martyrers. Martyrers began to create a problem for the government. Martyrdom got Christians taken to God, immortality, forgiveness of sins, and privilege to go to heaven. Christians were told that if they volunteered themselves, they would be taken to God. This appealed to many. The martyrs got what they wanted, and so did the people who didn't have to be persecuted, because the martyrs made it possible for them not to be rounded up. Christians were just getting what they wanted, and the government now had no control over the Christians, except the Christians that feared being tortured or put to death, so they gave up their religion. Christians didn't feel a social consequence when they didn't attend religious festivals in the Roman Empire. They felt a sense of community from the groups that volunteered to be persecuted together, so they didn't need the Roman Empire to give them a sense of community. A diary of a young girl named Perpetua was found. She was martyred in the year 202 or 203. She had a baby and gave her baby to her family because she greatly desired to be taken to God. Her family later found her journal and wrote of her persecution. She was tormented by animals, and then a gladiator was sent in to kill Perpetua. Her family described that the gladiator didn't want to kill her, so she was the one to guide the knife to her throat. This proves the point that the government no longer had any power over the Christians, and they were just getting what they wanted. In 303, Diocletian ordered an edict that ended martyrdom and the suffering of Christians. Now the people that fell from their religion went back to their religion. Diocletian retired from his reign in 305. The church took over the empire when they had the chance to take power as power was shifting rule. The church built shrines to worship the people willing to die for their religion from the age of martyrdom.